So when you get to the meeting, you're going to get a printout every month that goes through, and so someone on your staff's going to print out. And if you see greens, there's nothing to fucking talk about. So like, so many people have meetings like, well, Donnie, I've done such a good job today, and revenue's up. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro, because you don't need that. Like, yeah, that a boy, good job. Or you can acknowledge like, hey, it's green, awesome, bro, fucking keep killing it, Shane. Next. Why do I need your time, honey? I need you when you're like, fuck, bro, I don't know. Every cunt's quitting. That's when you need the founder. That's when you need me. Give me the fucking problems. I'm sorry. I'll give you a fucking pat on the ass and like say, yeah, good job, boy. But like, that's not where you need. And that's what so much of our fucking time is doing, is sucking up. Like, we're doing so good. That's fucking great. And then why, if we do so great, what's in it for everybody is, we're big into gain sharing, which is basically profit sharing. Show the team your numbers, man. Like, dude, if you're driving a nice car, like, they know you're making fucking money. It's not a fucking secret. Share the wealth. I'm a big fucking proponent of that, dude. If I'm paying some dude, and I've paid millions, like partner and friend now, I paid $1 million in fucking plus in salaries. You know what? Fucking awesome. I'm making that. I'm doing better than that too. You know what I mean? So like, don't count other people's money, because 100% of nothing's fucking nothing every single time. So, and getting people to kind of go through. So hey, this is what it is. Now, if how much contribution margin you're going to do that, you can kind of work out. But if you can break it down to where the janitor is getting 2%, something that's meaningful, and they see it, maybe they don't fucking throw away extra cardboard box that could be reused for shipping. If shipping is in their KPI, you know what I'm saying? Right. It makes people fucking care, right? Because it's now whether they have equity or gain sharing, they now have a stakeholder, and it's their fucking business, right? So that's the monthly meetings, right? So you save fucking so much of time, and you get down to like, hey, you got an hour. We don't hear everyone jacking off like, oh, this is so great. And then, okay, well, what's the problem? And then you really need now set, well, let's have a meeting to talk about the problem. When you had everyone in the room to solve it, let's just talk about the problems, and that's all you got to focus on. The yellows are like, okay, are we good? Are we trending up or down? How do we need to get there? Good. And if it's red, like, what are we missing? Are targets off? Is it fixable? How do we put focus? And then just really understanding the conversation, right? So that's a very abridged version of how you go through, but effectively from a macro standpoint, you get everyone on the same page. Then I was talking about shiny objects in a second. So that's your monthly meeting. How do you get the statuses of those monthly meetings? Unfortunately, is with another meeting, but these are like weekly stand-ups, right? So these are kind of, weekly stand-ups that are literally stand-ups, because fucking sitting down, statistically, if you sit down for a meeting, it's going to last twice as long, right? So it's a quick stand-up, not with Donnie. You're not fucking present. Fucking, you're way the fuck away from this shit. But it's with, Larry, Curly, and Mo, your 3 team leads in sales, HR, and, automation, right? I think you said automation. That's who it is. So now they're looking for their team like, hey, guys, our SDI, Strategic Directive Initiative, is revenue growth, and we're doing these things, and we want to have a price increase and a new product widget and a new launch, like innovation. Where are we on those? Well, these are the 3 items that we're able to do. This is where we're trending. So now I can talk to that, and on the weekly stand-up, like, okay, that's what we're working towards. Because, in January 1 or March, February 1, March 1, whenever that is, they have to be able to have the content. And as opposed to the other thing, what happens is like they push work off because there's no format to this. And they're like, fuck, bro, I got a board meeting. What's going on? Are we good? Are we got, but like, what's funny? Like, however, and you can't tell them, and it's not the full information, but now they can actually get information like, oh, I can fix that. So we're talking to their team, and senior leadership is now talking to, and I don't know how many layers you have. Layers aren't the worst thing, but this helps you flatten the org chart too, right? Because everyone's now communicating and everyone has that stake piece on it. And then you're able to go from there. Then that's what you're kind of talking about. Then the last piece you have on this 1-page plan, it should be on there. It's called the parking lot. And that's basically where all your fucking ideas go, Donnie. It's like, cool, awesome. That's fucking brilliant. Does it fit on any one of our SDI? Does it fit anywhere on the chart? If it doesn't, it has to go to the parking lot. And that parking lot's basically purgatory. You can fuck with them. You can play around, kind of go through, but you can't take resources. You can't fuck with your team and expect them to kind of, that's your parking lot. Unless it goes, right, one car, parking lot's full. The board is stacked. So you bring a deal down that shit sucked, it didn't work. Okay, cool. You can take that widget out and replace it with a parking lot item, but that keeps you honest without fucking your team. every year or every quarter, month, whatever that is. So that's basically how you don't have a plan, from a guy that wrote a book about not having a plan, to being able to just get everyone aligned on where you want to go and getting them buy-in on why we wouldn't do it, because they're actually part of it. It's not your plan. It needs to be the team's plan, because, hey, and it's realistic. That's why you're spending months ahead of time on it. Like, dude, we're not going to hit 24, Donnie. We're not. We're going to hit 19. Fucking let's do, that's good. Okay, let's crush 19 and do 30 next year. Like, how do we know that's the kind of trajectory you want to get on?
Yep.
It's a 2-year horizon. Fucking cool. Then let's make that type of direction. This is the investment that this is what we kind of need to go. This is the key hire that we need to go. Because as you know, like, green lighting a key hire doesn't mean you get the fucking key hire. That's a process, right?
For sure.
And find the right person.